All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandon the Grizzly, and we're gonna talk about, review, and discuss Cobra Kai season 6, part 2. That is the newest episodes that came out the other day over on Netflix. Almost the end, but almost it. We're coming to the end of it all. So yeah, quick reminder, kind of catch everyone up. Miyagi-Do is over in was it Barcelona, doing I forgot the name of the
Sakai.
Sakai Tensai or something like
Kai.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing this tournament against other like awesome gyms and stuff like that. And it's kind of the start of this tournament, and then we get all the all the drama and everything that comes with it. So we'll start off with Brandman, just your thoughts, how you like it. How did you like it so far?
I did. I actually just finished it. I like that this show isn't really losing any momentum. I think kind of around this point in time, it's kind of easy for shows to kind of kind of lose that spark, and this kind of keeps it going. I like the escalation from season to season. I like where they've gone with a lot of the characters. I like how they've developed a lot of the characters. A lot of the dynamics are still very much there. I think that's one of my favorite things about the show. I like how they maintain the legacy of the original while it's kind of like a torch passing of sorts to the students.
Mm-hmm.
They're great characters in their own right too. And yeah, just where they went, kind of the wrap up of this of part 2, I thought was awesome. And now I got to wait, I believe 3 more months. I think February they said the next the final 5 episodes are coming out. Yeah. But yeah, it was and the fight choreography, especially during the last 2 episodes in particular, I think really stood out for me.
Okay. What about you, Brian? What you think about the part 2?
So part 2 was cool. I was once again totally on the side of Miguel saying Robbie was acting like a little bitch. Like, dude, you need to just grow the hell up. What's wrong with you? I need some rum and coke. Like, you better. This is your first time? Is this your first time having a heartbreak? Good luck. Bro, she ain't even break up with you. You just need to go focus on what you need to be focusing on. You're so worried about this little girl just was bothering me like crazy. And Sam, I think Sam set up Miguel anyway because lean on the machine dude.
Oh yeah.
She led him on. So I thought that was pretty messed up. So I just felt like it's full of teenage drama, but the choreography was the best part. They literally made sure that was the star of the show. As much as I hated Robbie's fight scenes were off the chain. When he was going against Quan and he was just destroying them, I was like, that's incredible. It really was. And I think they did a good job by the end of the part of the season highlighting each one of the characters. Like in showing what they're important for, how good they've gotten in this short part of time. How good, even Kenny, Kenny gets his redemption, and then he's just badass. Like, it's amazing that this little kid learned that much so fast. But he's the one that's growing more than everyone else. You can see the change in age in him a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, that's that little Katie over there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because he started out kind of the runt of the litter.
Yeah. And now he's like, hey, what's up, guys? So he put his hands and arm on people like, hey, what's up, Robbie? And Robbie's still the same little 5'8", 5'6" guy. And Kenny's like 13, 14, and he's looking like he's 6 feet tall. I'm like, how are you already that? That doesn't make sense, but it neither here nor there. I still love seeing William Zabka. I love, just seeing the old guys still doing it. It's fun too. And it was over the top, but I will say that at the end of this episode, I was a little bit in my feelings. I was like, no, don't do it. And then it was too late.
Yeah. But for me, I thought it was a great like build up to whatever's gonna happen at the end. You know what I mean? It's just it's I know before we started, officially talking about it, I was already saying like it's that melodramatic, CW kind of feel to it all. It was definitely felt in this season, with the relationships, and they're like, did this happen, and everyone's trying to trick each other and outsmart each other, and the evil guys being really evil and stuff like that. So it was really like interesting. I have to admit though, the first thing I thought when I first saw that was it the Iron Dragons sensei was Brandman. I was like, oh, there's Brandon's favorite Mortal Kombat character, Cole.
Yeah, Louis Tan in a much less in a much less pointless role.
Yeah, he was great. I gotta admit, he was pretty good in it, where he looked like the asshole bad guy. With when you literally going to introduce a brand new group of characters with what, less than 10 episodes left. You're like, hey, here's this new bad guy, and like you did it good enough where I'm like, okay, yeah, he's a dick, he's a bad guy, and they showed everything, who he teamed up with, surprises and stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely a fun, entertaining few episodes, 5 episodes, and it reminded me of why the show is just still so much fun and to watch. Yeah. But so now we kind of kept the full spoiler free a little bit. Spoiler talk. What do you guys think when you saw Mr. Miyagi? What do you think?
You talking about the AI part of it?
The AI thing. How did it look? How did it feel to the story? Did it like upset you, or that they're messing with his origin maybe too much, or if it makes sense?
I mean, Mr. Miyagi did run off from Okinawa, and we all know that. So I don't know how much of the story they're really messing with, but I do know Daniel's just a bitch. Like, he grew up to, like, he's the same one. That's why I always like Cobra Kai is probably better. Give me Johnny. Johnny was a better character. I enjoy Johnny more because of that. Like, because he just, like, dude, who goes out to a different country, going to Spain without speaking Spanish, and just go to a bad neighborhood and be like, oh yeah, I'm good. Are you surprised?
Yeah, that was asking for it.
Dog cage? You just surprised, bro?
Yeah.
Like, man, that don't make any sense. Just be a little bit.
That was dumb.
It was stupid. And his wife said, hey, that's pretty stupid. And he was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And whatever. That was idiotic. And then, but him seeing Miyagi, he has Miyagi so much on a pedestal, not realizing he's a man. I think that they said that, and he said that in the episode. He's like, I can't share everything with you because you're accepting, but you're not understanding.
Yeah, like you refuse to understand or whatever.
You accept someone's faults, but not understand why they will have these faults, and that's your problem. And
he holds
it's the kids' problems. Go ahead, sorry.
He holds Miyagi in such a high regard to the point of blindness and hastiness.
Yeah. Well, here, Anzo saying that deepfake was good. I thought so too. I'm like, I thought it was really good. They didn't need to change the younger version, because I thought I got the message with the younger version, of Mr. Miyagi fighting at the tournament when he was younger. I would have been okay if they decided not to do deep fake young AI version or older version of him, but I thought it was pretty good.
I wasn't even sure it was a deep fake. I was like, man, is this coming from one of those times when he was holding
like
his hand, he's about to
footage?
hit somebody? Yeah. So I wasn't even sure. I was like, man, this looks so good. This might have been from like a deleted scene or something.
Yeah. But it was that was pretty good. I enjoyed seeing Mr. Miyagi because, like you said, he sees him more than a man, and he's so determined to find out, that he's willing to like do stupid things. Even I thought that was same thing. I thought was
How would you
stupid.
leave your
Like,
kids?
yeah, you know, your literal daughter. Like it's just not like your kids, as in your people that you're training. It's like your legit blood, your daughter. You just like, hey, I'll be back. I'll be like
in Barcelona.
Yeah. Don't speak, like you said, don't speak the language, nothing. So did you expect him to find something, or did you expect him to get like tricked? What you
I
guys
expect to get tricked.
Yeah. Oh, you Brandon?
Yeah, I expected something to happen. Just wasn't sure where. That reveal was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it went up being what was it? What's his name? Something Gomez or
I forgot what his name was, but him and Daniel got into a very brief scuffle in Karate Kid Part 3.
It was 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
It was like,
I thought that was funny.
One that you don't care about. So I was like, why are we watching this? Why are you the one?
Yeah, he was just kind of a throwaway.
He was a red shirt guy.
Yeah, he was a red shirt. That's exactly what he was. He was a red shirt.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was. I think they tried to make something more out of it than what it was. I don't know. And then one other one I had for you guys was, are you kind of over Tori constantly, like being the, I don't know, being the bad guy, but she's always picking the other side, and it seems like almost in every season she's always like I'm gonna go over here and do this stuff. I was like, why?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of bored of her. At this point in time, she's kind of like the least appealing character to me. I'm just bored of her.
Yeah, because I felt the same way. Like Tori and Robbie's little love problem was kind of it almost seemed forced in this like season so far. It was like I don't care as much.
They're the only two that have no future. They're the only two that experienced real loss. Robbie with his mother, Tori with her parents, and I don't know. I mean, she's been through a real tragedy, and that's why I try to always remember with her having a mother that's on drugs and then that mother dying. So I try to remember that she's going through that, and then she's a teenage girl trying to deal with these things. So I expect her to do a lot of stupid things. Psychologically, she is in a bad place, and no one's getting her the help that she really needs. And of course, she wants to get away because if she's staying there without her friends there, without a boyfriend there, she's going to deal with the fact that her mother's dead and what's happened to her brother and all this other stuff that she doesn't want to face. So, doing whatever you can to not be there, I totally understand. I totally, because now imagine if she wasn't there, she'll be at home, right now, being at home waiting on them.
Yeah.
Go dealing with all this stuff. And that's why I was like, I understand her. So I don't hate Tori. I'm tired of her faces. I'm tired of that. But but overall, I understand why she's coming where she's coming from. Overall, so
there was a shot. I forgot what episode it was, but I think it was maybe a little bit towards the end of the part 2, where Azori, I think her name was, or Azori. She was the chick from the Iron Dragon, like the really badass, like little one. That's supposedly, that's supposedly Robbie had cheated on her with.
Yeah.
There's a scene where like she kicks ass and she like kind of turns and looks at like Tori, and Tori just goes like this, like just like turns her head away, like it was so corny and cheesy. I did laugh a little bit because I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, like that over the top acting silliness, kind of like is too much at times, you know.
Mhm.
But it also is like what you kind of love about this show because it does that a lot, you know, ever since the beginning. So, but I just thought that was kind of like it's like so stupid, you know. But yeah, but her and then Sam, you know, Sam is just constantly annoying.
She's the most milk toast character of everybody. That's the one I don't
God,
like.
she is. She's so.
I don't like Sam. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't mind her, but like, yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's
Yeah.
milk toast.
She's such a milk toast, just like blank sheet of a character.
Yeah, and it's the thing. She's like, oh, if my dad was here, he wouldn't let us do that. I was like, your dad has been here, and you've been losing. So what are you talking about? That was part of like getting me up mad. It's like, oh, if my dad was here, you know, things wouldn't be like this. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, your dad has been here since the beginning of this tournament, and you guys have been sucking. So like, shouldn't you try something different instead of fight against trying something new? I thought that was kind of annoying. And then the whole beach thing with the other dude, you know, that
And she's the problem. And Miguel needs to get away from her.
yeah, seriously.
It's like, Miguel, I'm telling you, these other girls over here, they're the ones you need to be with, man. Not why? Stay away from her. Sam is not a good person. I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
She's spoiled. She might be a good fighter. She's a good fighter. She's not even a great fighter. She's a good fighter. There's no way she could beat Tori.
No
way. Like, it's just none. And then if she got past that and went to someone else, they would kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
What's her name? Zara would kill her.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But I don't know. Anything else? Oh, let's not forget about Kenny. Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I can't forget about Kenny.
He had a good arc. It's just like, I think LaRusso's kids are both assholes. I don't like Sam, you know, and then was it Anthony?
Anthony.
Yeah. Which is super funny because my first name's obviously Anthony, you know, although you never see it anywhere. My first name's Anthony. My sister's name is Samantha.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I knew it was about you. I knew it from the first episode. I knew it.
So I remember when they first introduced them, I'm like, wait, Anthony and Samantha? I'm like, that's kind of funny. But yeah, but LaRusso's kids just suck, man.
All together. Yeah,
they just
because they're spoiled little brats.
They are.
Yeah. They happen to be able to do karate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Kenny had to deal with the most humiliating thing ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow
he was a better man than I would have been towards Devin.
I was gonna say, because there's no way I would have had to put hands on everybody. All you guys were laughing at me. And then who made the video? You talking about you didn't do nothing. Who made the video?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm putting hands on you.
Yeah.
You know,
you're big enough to do. Yeah.
He put it to the side, right? And still went there to help Cobra Kai. I mean, go help Miyagi, though. You know, after all that they've done to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to accuse him of being on the other side.
Being a traitor.
Like, I'm like, bro, there's no way. No, now I'm leaving. I'm leaving you most need me, because you gonna tell me that I'm a traitor after I just came all the way over here for you?
Yeah.
And
Dimitri would have gotten smacked. Hawk would have gotten smacked.
Dimitri. Yeah. I would like, why are you here? Give me any other random red shirt guy. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah. I feel like he's the worst fighter out of all of them, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He has no skins. Oh, I'm going to MIT. Who the cares, bro?
Yeah.
We're in the tournament.
Seriously. Who cares? And why are you hanging on to that? Stop being such a little bitch.
Yeah. I was never a big fan of Dimitri, because even when Hawk became like a badass and is like, hey, I'm gonna defend myself, and he kind of started getting that ego to him, that Cobra Kai ego. Like Dimitri was like I don't know, like he was never like I felt like he was never a good friend, for the most part. I'm sure there's times he did good stuff and blah blah blah, but for the most part, it was just like I don't know. Like Dimitri was a character.
Yeah, and to an extent, I kind of get Dimitri. That was his boy. They grew up together. Binary brothers, like he fondly calls them. But I think, and I kind of understood, and really kind of empathized with him the first season or two when Hawk did, let's call it what it is. He turned into a dick early on. But after a while, after they became cool again, I think my problems really started with Dimitri, with the whole MIT thing and how he kept dangling that over Hawk.
Or everyone, or being mad at him for not going to go there to your school. Like,
yeah,
no, I mean, that's a grown-up thing.
Yeah, it doesn't, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I agree.
And then, but the best part of the whole thing about Hulk is every time he jumps, you hear the like every single time, no matter what's going on, he could be jumping rope. Like what's going on?
Well, like they did it at one point. They did it, slowed it down, and then he got kicked. I was like, you can't do that. Don't. If he's not gonna be the badass, don't give him the sound effect.
I want one time for it to happen. Everyone looks around like, what is that sound? Like where's this coming from?
Like they hear it too. That'd be funny.
Hear it too.
That'd be funny. Yeah. What else we get? We got Miguel and Johnny going back to LA or back to California. And then like just to barely get there and then go all the way back to Spain. It was like and then not miss anything. It's like what?
The fact that she gave him the Rocky line.
Yeah.
Adrian woke up. It's like, she's gotta do what they for me.
Yeah.
Win. Yeah. And then she turns to him. Win. Yeah. Win. Like what are you doing? What are we doing right now?
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear the bell. Ding. Ding, just like I want to hear as they flying back over. It's just, I was like, what is going on? And you're intentionally making this like Rocky? Really?
Yeah. Because I mean, I wish they would have done something with that though. Because I just felt like they went there, did that, and like I get it was the moment where Miguel and Johnny kind of reconnected,
because like son and all
but I was like none of it didn't really do much, I feel like you could have had them connect and not be corny, or not be so like silly with like, because like how long of a flight is it from Barcelona to like where is it, like LA-ish area where they're at, like
the valley? 16 hours.
Yeah, I was like, there's no like you would have missed 3 days of the tournament easy.
No, I mean you literally could turn around and go right back from LA. There's probably four flights that could go back.
Yeah, like you said, 16 hours. I mean they left in the middle of the night,
so they might probably miss the whole night and then one full day, and they had 2 days to get back.
Yeah. So much money, and to the point where like Johnny's like, hey, go get Kenny and put him on a flight and then they put Kenny on a flight.
But they can do that.
Right?
The Russos can do that. That's my point. That's why the kids are so bad, because they throw money like, hey, let's throw it out there in the air, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, damn, how many cars you selling, man? Like, holy crap!
You see all of them.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah. Well, but anything else you guys wanted to mention or bring up?
I don't know. I think that we're going to get going forward, we're going to get some more storylines. I think we're going to find out about Miyagi, what caused the death. I think that's going to be the first thing we're going to find out, because especially after Quan basically died on screen, which I was hoping like maybe he's not dead, and then he checked his pulse, was like, he's dead.
Oh yeah. That
maybe
knife
missed the aorta.
That knife was way in there. Serves him right. That whole scenario wasn't serious enough to pull a damn knife.
Okay. Quan the whole time was just like overreacting and
yeah, like he just went like full on psychotic, like cackling maniac.
Yeah.
In the final in the last however many minutes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where'd this come from? Like, the entire time he was just a dickhead. He just went full on Azula at the end.
He did. He's Zula. That's exactly what I thought of. That's great. Do you think Kreese ends up going to prison now in Spain because it's his knife?
No.
I think they might hold him responsible. Who gave this kid a knife?
Yeah.
No one's going to cover for him.
Yeah. No one's going to cover for him. I don't think so. Because I remember people already know he had the knife. He flashed it around when they were when Johnny was playing with the nunchucks. So I mean, there's weapons there.
Was he on TV like, yeah, look at this. They got a knife right here. Like he's talking to the guy who's like the main guy doing all the stuff. Like he's, I know he found it on the floor, but yeah.
Like no one gave it to him. So that's why I don't know if Kreese will get in trouble for it.
For not taking care of it. Like if you had a gun and you lost it and someone shot someone with your gun, because you brought the gun in, you're responsible.
It's your thing. I mean, he might get in trouble for like, why did you have a knife, on the mat or on the side of the fight and stuff like that. But I don't think I thought one of the main guys was going to get stabbed. Because I'm like, oh, is Terry going to get stabbed? Because you just brought him back.
Yeah, they were kind of framing it like Daniel was going to run into the path of the knife. Yeah. I was like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So nice job with the bait and switch on that.
Yeah, because I literally thought that was going to happen. Daniel was going to try to save the kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like that. So I think it's going to change Kreese.
It's possible.
Yeah,
because Johnny's saving his life.
I think that's going to change Kreese with what Johnny is, and also I can't think of her name, but
Kim Diane.
Kim, yeah,
one who had a one night stand with Chosen, which was awesome. Which seems like way more than one night.
Yeah, it seems like now I want to see them together because that just seems like it works.
I want him to go back to Okinawa with her. Yeah, they were like, oh. Yeah, I see you, Chosen.
I wouldn't rule out. I wouldn't rule that out happening.
Yeah.
Now that they're kind of showing a different side of her as a character.
No,
that's what I like about the show.
I want it more though. I want Chosen to come back like he will be me. I want some gators on him. I want him to step out with one foot out like. As he's coming off the airplane, I want him to be like just walking around with a cane, walk with her on his arm, because she looked fine with her hair down.
With her hair down, right?
I was like, good Lord. I knew Ozzy was the same thing. But yeah, I want to see it like be total like greatness. Like, oh yeah, I won the tournament and I got this woman. Let's go back to that place. Oh, we're gonna walk right past you with your old dude in the towel. He ain't got no job. Look at us. We won.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it until they had their moment of looking for the kids together. I was like, okay, I can see it. And then they had the little fight that turned into a kiss kind of thing, and I was like, I'm thinking it, and then the next morning you find out like, oh, okay,
right?
They went all the way. But I like it. I like, especially I think they hinted at a little bit when Tori asked her, yeah, was it worth it? And it might be her. And then this, like, you lost one of your students, so I think it's gonna be a big change for her more so than Kreese, because I think Kreese might be removed from that version of Cobra Kai. They're like, bro, we're here to win a tournament, and you're worried about these petty arguments from 30 years ago. That's distracting us. And she had brought it up a bunch of times. She goes, I think the kids should worry about the tournament. So yeah,
I think she's gonna go tell her grandfather off and then go to Okinawa.
I'll be good with that. Like they
Chosen in the background, like, oh, you go ahead and do it. I got your back.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna walk off.
Yeah.
But I do think Kreese changes a little bit and tries to be more of a father figure to Johnny. He realizes that all that love for Johnny was not the wrong thing. He just was doing it the wrong way.
Yeah. Because I think Kreese cares about Johnny. He just is not a good person, or doesn't know how to handle stuff like that.
But all the people that in his life, this is what they did to him. All the male figures that he had in his life always pushed him and to be tougher, to cheat, to win by any means. So when he finds someone he cares about, that's the same thing he gives. Is win by any means. I'm going to make you the best version of yourself, and that's all he knows how to do. But now when he sees the kid dead, I mean, he realizes that Quan was doing the same thing. I pushed him to this, and now this could have killed somebody. I need to change. And I think that he might end up being with Johnny and helping Johnny out, even running a dojo with Johnny.
Yeah. So real quick, we get into some possible theories if you guys have any. Because one I have is Kreese and Johnny maybe restart Cobra Kai, but in a more positive way, or maybe not Kreese, but I think for sure Johnny. I think for sure Johnny. The show has to end with Johnny on a positive path with Cobra Kai. Because that's how the show started. The show started with Johnny becoming a better person and redeeming the gym Cobra Kai to be a positive place instead of like this negative place, and that's where I want to see the show end in the last 5 episodes, whether Kreese is involved or not. I think it would be better if he would be, because like how you said, you see like you said with Kreese, him being this like quote unquote tough love, to the point where it's like really, really tough. And Johnny was doing it a lot, and then he saw it, but he pulled back and came at it more positively
because he saw what happened to Robbie.
Yeah, he saw what happened to Robbie, because Robbie's his actual son, and he, loves Robbie, but he also like sees what happens with Miguel too, and and he loves Miguel like a son, and for all means, like his stepson, I guess, right? Because I don't know. Well, are they married?
I think they're married, right? Is that what
Carmen and him? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But either way, they're having a kid together. So, like,
I mean, they live in the same house.
Yeah, they're gonna be around each other for a long time. So, but he says he sees him as a son too. He even told him, he goes, you and Robbie are like my kids. So, I think it's really good as like, if you want to bring up like toxic masculinity, and then somebody like Johnny, who is like the embodiment of it ever since the 80s, who's starting to pull back and realize like, I went through some effed up stuff, and it's not fair for me to put that on these kids, and I think Johnny's starting to realize it more than LaRusso, than Danny.
Some speculate that Johnny and Carmen will get married at the end of the series.
Okay. Yeah, that would put a nice like bow tie on everything for Johnny.
Yeah, like a nice little wrap up. I'm kind of counting on seeing that happen.
Yeah. Because remember this story, everything started with Johnny and Miguel, and I feel like it needs to end with Johnny and Miguel and Cobra Kai. Obviously everyone else around them is gonna be there, but yeah,
I don't think Miguel's gonna be Cobra Kai. But I do believe that Miguel is going to like go on to college, be able to go.
Yeah.
He's going to do something. They're going to be able to say, "You're not going to be the face. You're going to be able to go to college, and it will work out well that way."
Yeah. He's not staying around. I know what you mean by it. I didn't. He's not going to stay and be Cobra Kai, but like those things, I want to see have their redemption. Kind of. Johnny, him, and the
Cobra
Kai
can be redeemed in the Valley. That's always what I'm wondering.
That was my thing. I mean, also, the show's named Cobra Kai, and it had a lot of downs more than ups, but I'm kind of curious to see how it ends on a personal level. For
I think what they do is they join dojos in a different place. Miyagi Cobra Do, something like that, dojo, something like that.
Yeah.
And they join together, and then they, goes off to the sunset, which would be cool.
Yeah. So, but I'm digging it. But also, Cobra Kai is like a global thing now, so maybe not. We found that out.
Yeah, I mean, Cobra Kai. That's the one. The kid that got stabbed on TV.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So maybe that won't work out. So you're
yeah, we'll see. Our last couple of ones with Anzo. So yeah, I really like Johnny. I do. I think this is a good story for Johnny. I love Miguel telling Robbie to lead us. Yeah. After he told him stop being a bitch.
Yeah. I saying Miguel was been the heart of everything, and I feel like everyone wants to follow Miguel. But Johnny,
yeah,
Johnny and Robbie kind of are the thing. So
yeah, and also it's shown even in part 2 that like Miguel might be the best fighter, in it. Him and Robbie are like up there.
When Robbie's on his ish, when he's really on this, like really focused,
yeah,
he's something. But neither one of them will handle that monster.
That dude. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, but cool. Yeah, so that's kind of like our thoughts and stuff. Unless you guys got anything else.
No, it's long enough.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Yeah,
I think that's mostly it for me.
Yeah, but it was 5 episodes. They did pack a lot in 5 episodes. Most of them were 40-ish minutes around there, I think. I think that the last one was a little bit longer. But but they did a good job. When he took the 2 dudes, let me show you how it's done. Yeah, with the floating platform kind of thing, and he was just whooping ass. Yeah.
Dude, when he saw Sam get kicked, and he was destroying everybody.
Yeah. He was ready to jump up there and whoop everyone's butt.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy's a monster.
Yeah. But that's our thoughts with part 2 of season 6, Cobra Kai. That's it. February we get 5 more episodes, I believe, and then we are done with Cobra Kai. So far it's been such a fun ride, and I did not think I would enjoy this show as much as I did. So really excited to see how it ends, and hopefully it ends.
I'm telling you,
in a good way.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be dumb. I'm like, oh, this is just going to be like a nostalgic cash in, because that's a thing right now. But no, it was actually very, very good.
Yeah,
or it's been actually very, very good.
Yeah,
it needs to end now because Robbie's like 50.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna start having kids in real life and stuff.
Exactly. No, he probably does have at least 2 kids. Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but cool. That's our thoughts for this one. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Cobra Kai so far with the ending. Let us know any theories you have, any funny moments, with the little over the top ish of it all, that happens from time to time. But yeah, leave a comment, let us know. If you're watching our replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down there. Helps us out so much with the YouTube algorithm. It really does. But if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.